What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I want to talk about whether or not I believe paying my car off early is going to be a detriment to my credit score. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. This right here is the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line. A portion of the proceeds are going directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So grab a t-shirt, grab a hoodie while you can. These are going away on Christmas Day. Let's raise a little bit of money for the children with cancer. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer one friend, only one friend, normally it's 3. If you refer one friend, they're going to give you either $100 or $200 of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you'd rather have instead. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. All right, so today I wanted to talk about something pretty interesting. This is the third video I'm making on this topic right here regarding paying my car off early. The first video was talking about why I would like to do it. I had 3 rock solid reasons, at least in my opinion. One reason was to eliminate monthly car payments. That would save me a decent amount of money per month. Another reason would be to lower my car insurance, because if you're financing, you have to pay for collision, and when the car is paid off, you can take collision off, so your insurance would go down a little bit. And 3, the least important reason, it would save me a little teeny tiny bit of money on interest, and this is the least important to me because I would not be paying a tremendous amount in interest because I got a really good rate and my credit is very good. The second video I posted was earlier this month, talking about how one of the Christmas presents that I want to give to myself this year is my first principal only payment on my car. So anyway, here's the third video, because I'd gotten a comment on that last video and it was questioning whether or not it would hurt my credit. So here I am at the park. It is about 6:45 in the morning on my day off. Yeah, that's right. I hustle every day. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Here I am on my only day off, out here putting in even more work. So I want to talk about this today. Whether or not paying your car off early would hurt your credit score. In a lot of situations, yes, it can. I've heard from a variety of people who paid off their car early that it caused their credit score to drop. Now, I don't know by how much. I don't know if it completely and entirely tanked their score, or if it just went down a couple of points, or whatever. But first and foremost, for me, my personal situation, I don't believe it would have a net negative on my score. Now, the reason I say this is because oftentimes normal people who get an auto loan or a personal loan or whatever, it improves their credit because of the credit mix. The credit scoring algorithms love to see that you're responsible enough to manage multiple lines of credit and multiple different types of credit. And by doing so, your credit score goes up. My aunt co-signed for my younger cousin's auto loan, and just by co-signing, her credit score went way up. I believe for me, however, things would be a little bit different. Reason I believe it would be different for me is because upon getting my auto loan, my credit score barely went up at all. My credit score, and I don't say this to brag. I know it might sound like I'm bragging. My credit score is so fantastic that doing something that ordinarily improves something's score barely made mine budge at all. I think I went up like 2 points or something like that. I'm already over 800. Which means if I pay my car off early, whereas ordinarily that would cause somebody's score to go down after the auto loan bumped them up, being that mine didn't bump me up, I don't think it would cause mine to drop at all. I already have a list of lines of credit. My auto loan, off the top of my head, I think my auto loan is my 7th line of credit, maybe even my 8th. And I had been building my credit for several years. Never once missed a payment. Never once even carried a balance. Never paid a penny in interest. On credit cards, that is. Auto loan, yes, but very, 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 very low rate. So for my personal situation, I think it would be different than most people's situations. And even if it did dock me a couple of points, or even a higher number of points than I would be expecting, as long as you're over 760, you're golden when it comes to credit scores. It's really weird how credit scoring works. I don't really like the structure. I like how it's calculated. I just don't like where it starts and where it ends. I never understood why the lowest possible credit score you can have is in the 300s and the highest possible score you can have is 850. I don't understand why everything else in the world is, 0 through 100, and credit scoring is like 300s to 800s. It's so weird. You can't have a 200 credit score. You can't have a 0. It's weird. I always thought that was weird. But anyway, mine is, I believe, 807 at this time, at least according to 4 or 5 different ways that I go about checking. About 807. So worst case scenario, even if it dropped me all the way down to 760, which it won't, I'm still as good as gold. Here's another weird thing about credit scores. There is absolutely zero difference between a 760 credit score and all the way up to an 850. The only real difference between a 760 and an 850 is the length of time you've had perfect credit. A 760 is essentially perfect credit because there's no difference between a 760 and an 850. Now, 850 is the highest possible score you can get, but it doesn't come with anything. The only good thing about an 850, or being in the 800 club, as they say, is like bragging rights. But like, what does bragging rights really get you? Nothing. It doesn't mean you get better rates. No. As long as you have a 760 or higher, you get the lowest possible interest rates. And this goes for auto loans, mortgages, personal loans, even when it comes to the rates on your credit card. You and I could have the same exact identical credit card, the same everything, but if my score is better than yours, or if your score is better than mine, the rates will differ. Not by a tremendous amount, because credit cards typically have extremely high interest rates because they're not really supposed to be something used to live off of. You're not supposed to be doing that with a credit card. You're not supposed to be carrying balances. 20, 21, 22% interest? Are you kidding me? Why on God's green earth would you pay for that? That's not worth it. Not at all. if you're going to carry a balance or if you're going to pay interest, make sure the rate is lower than the average rate of return of the market, between 8 and 10%. So if it's less than 8%, I would say that is absolutely worth it, which is one of the main reasons I decided to go with an auto loan, because I got a rate significantly lower than the average rate of return of the market. But the reason I chose an auto loan was not only for that reason right there, it was also because I didn't want to pay the car off in full on day one. I didn't want to just buy the car outright right then and there, cash, because that would come with something called an opportunity cost. And by this I mean, if I take a large enough amount of cash and use it, all of it, 100% of it, buy a car, well, now all of a sudden I'm shorter on cash that I could otherwise use to invest, which is what I wanted to do. So I wanted to find that happy medium. I was like, well, I don't want to put the minimum down because then my monthly payments would be higher. And I don't want to put 100% down because first and foremost, I didn't even have the cash to put 100% down. I would have to wait a little bit longer if I wanted to do that. But if I waited it out a little longer until I had 100%, well, then that would come with the opportunity cost. So I had to choose I had two options, or so I thought. I thought I had two options. Turned out I had a third. The first option was to put 100% down and just deal with the opportunity cost. The second was to put bare minimum down, or a small amount down, and deal with larger monthly payments. And being that I'm someone that's all about reducing your expenses and paying as little as possible on a monthly basis, I knew that that wasn't the option. So what I chose to do was find the happy medium. What I chose to do was put a significantly larger down payment than most people ordinarily would. I think for a car, most people do like 10 or 20%, or maybe less, maybe 5 or 10%. I don't remember off the top of my head what like the average is, but it's somewhere between 5 and 20%. Let's just say I put closer to, I think I put about 40, or somewhere between 30 and 40. That's what I put down. Now, we sat there and we crunched the numbers. The reason I went with that was because it would bring my monthly payment down, all the way down to something that I was extremely comfortable with. But it wouldn't eat away at some of the cash that I had that I wanted to invest elsewhere. So the monthly payments, I got down what I consider very low, and I still had cash left over to invest. So that opportunity cost didn't kill me, and the monthly payments aren't killing me. But over the last couple of months, or throughout the course of pretty much this entire year so far, got the car in April, filming this video in December, I thought about it. I can keep doing what I'm doing. No problem. I can ride this out over the next couple of years. The monthly payments aren't killing me. The insurance isn't killing me. But if I do pay the car off early, which is now my plan, and I start as I'm filming this video, I start my new secondary job tomorrow. And right after I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna have another video coming out titled something along the lines of "New Job Starts Tomorrow." Oh, there's my shut up alarm. Video's getting too long. Where was I? Oh yeah. Now that I am getting a new second job, one of the things that I want to do before I become eligible to start making contributions to the 401k, what I think I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to start doing like weekly principal only payments on the car. Now, I don't know I'm not fully committed to doing anything specific. I don't know if I'll do weekly, I don't know if I'll do monthly, I don't know if I'll do a certain amount every single time, or if it's gonna be random. I have no idea. All I know is that I want to begin paying my car off early. I want to start that process. And once I do that, number one, I will be able to do that in like probably a quarter of the time. I'll be able to do it in about a quarter of what the auto loan was like structured to before. And I personally don't believe it'll have a net positive or a net negative on my credit score. So anyway, if you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. This right here is the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line. A portion of the proceeds are going directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Going away on Christmas Day, so please get one while you can. Grab a t-shirt or a hoodie of this design. Let's raise a little bit of money for the children with cancer this year. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Sugar-free, low-calorie, packed with a whole bunch of vitamins. Absolutely delicious. This right here is the Miami Nights Pina Colada flavor. It's my favorite flavor that they have. $5 off. Link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. That's all you got to do. Download the app, toss even just a penny in there. That's all it takes. And they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares just for doing so. And if you refer one friend, just one friend, normally they want you to refer 3. This month it's only 1. They're going to give you either $100 or $200 worth of free Apple stock. Just click that little invite button and send it to one human being that you know. That's it. That's all. You can keep the stocks and hold on to them, or you can sell them and use the cash to buy something you'd rather have instead. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.